What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. And you know, every single time I think, yeah, this is going to be the last Little Mermaid video I make, all right? Like when I'm uploading the video in my head, I'm thinking, you know what, that was the last one, all right? Nothing left to discuss. We've discussed everything about this film, okay? You know, maybe we'll do some box office tracking as it goes through, okay? But really no more videos to talk about this film. We've talked it to death. And then, behold, an idiot appears. It's like, man, another stupid comment about this damn movie. As you can see on this headline by Deadline, The Little Mermaid is being criticized by a prominent diversity advocate for its dangerous erasure of slavery. This is why we cannot have nice things, okay? Because we got idiots like this diversity advocate running his mouth, okay? This is why we can, not that necessarily this is a nice thing, mind you, okay? I guess maybe it is to some people, okay? Apparently some people actually like this movie, all right? But according to this cat, this was a missed opportunity, okay? You know, because we didn't get to talk about slavery again, okay? It's not like we don't talk about slavery 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, right? No, we got to add history classes to these stories about mermaids, okay? That's what we got to do. We got to address slavery again and again. Yeah, so here's an opportunity that we missed. Let's shove slavery into a children's fantasy movie, okay, about mermaids of all things, okay? Let's shove that slavery right up in there, okay? Because that's where it belongs. Unbelievable, man. Let's see what this fool has to say. The Little Mermaid has been criticized by a prominent media diversity advocate. What the hell is a diversity advocate anyway? I don't know, man. For failing to acknowledge the horrors of slavery in the Caribbean. Marcus Ryder, an influential British campaigner who also chairs the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, celebrated the casting of Halle Bailey, but took issue with the film's glossy depiction of racial harmony. After watching the Disney remake with his 6-year-old son, Ryder felt compelled to write a blog about the movie, which he said missed an opportunity to gently educate children. Hey, Deadline, you guys misspelled indoctrinate. You might want to check on that with your editor. Ryder said The Little Mermaid appears to be set in the 18th century at a time of African chattel slavery, but the fictional Caribbean islanders close to Atlantica live in a world free from human rights atrocities. I do not think we do our children any favors by pretending that slavery didn't exist, he wrote in a blog titled Disney's The Little Mermaid, Caribbean Slavery, and Telling the Truth to Children. Setting the fantastical story in this time and place is literally the equivalent of setting a love story between Jew and Gentile in the 1940 Germany and ignoring the Jewish Holocaust. Man, oh my God. How does any of this help the film or the story they were trying to tell? All right? This guy is absolutely ridiculous. You are coming to a movie for children, okay? For an escape, to get away from all the crazy madness of the world. You're bringing your kids, you're coming to see a beloved, classic retold, all right? That's what you're coming to the film for. You want mermaids and fish singing songs. That's why you're in the theaters, okay? You're not here to get a history lesson, all right? You're here to see these cats perform their numbers, and this dude wants to shove slaves into this thing somehow. How the hell do you fit slaves into the Little Mermaid? So there's like Prince Eric owned slaves, and then when like Ariel comes up and she's watching all of these black people getting marched around in cages, she has like some kind of offense, all right? Like, why? How do you put slaves into this thing? I mean, you want to make a bad Disney cash grab even worse? Put slaves in the Little Mermaid, okay? Add a little bit of slavery to the Little Mermaid. Unbelievable. I mean, I'm trying to imagine right now if they added slavery to this race-swapped Little Mermaid movie that all these black women were coming to see. Every black woman in America would have lost it. Oh, they had to put some slaves in the Black Mermaid movie, huh? Oh, I didn't see no slaves in the White Mermaid movie. Man, look, that's what I be saying, man. A lot of these cats, they cannot advocate for the black community. They have no idea who the black community is. They would be doing more harm than good, all right? This guy here, is he even black? Okay, yeah, he black. He on the light skin side, kind of like my complexion, but yeah, he's still a black dude. Yeah, Marcus, you ain't been hanging around sisters in a while, have you? and look, I guarantee you, this cat right here, he is used to white guilting his colleagues into action, okay? His white colleagues, he be fucking with these cats, man. He is using his race to fuck with these white colleagues, okay? That's why he says stuff like this, all right? You know he be getting on them and stuff. Hey, John, you said you were gonna get some blackberry jam on your toast? Blackberry jam, John? Yeah, let me talk to you about microaggressions. Do you know what microaggressions are, John? I'm telling y'all, this cat uses his race to mess with his white colleagues. I 100% guarantee it, man. Look, if he was a consultant on this movie, he would have white guilted theaters into full scale riots. Not that it didn't happen on its own anyway.
Oh, I need a refund on my ticket. No, we getting a refund because
Look, I haven't talked about this mess, obviously, but you guys already know, okay? I'm not telling you nothing you haven't already heard, all right? If you go to the movies in the hood, all right, you know what time it is, okay? You know what's up, all right? You bought the ticket. It's like buying a ticket on Spirit Airlines. You know what to expect. One, keep your head on a swivel. And two, you're going to get some footage for social media. Get your phone ready, right? Ah, shoot, man. This was awesome. I'm about to upload this right now. We going viral tonight. Ryder acknowledged that The Little Mermaid is fantasy and the story does not need to be assiduously faithful to history, but he argued that children are not well served by overlooking the past. He said that Disney could have set the film in Haiti after it had overthrown the shackles of slavery, with Ariel meeting her prince against the backdrop of burgeoning racial harmony. Okay, so again, he's saying, well, they just set it at the wrong time. That's his argument. All right. Again, he's saying, well, it was an opportunity to discuss slavery. But now he's saying, well, maybe they should have just set it at a time after Haiti had overthrown the shackles of slavery. But then he still would wanted them to talk about Haiti overthrowing the shackles of slavery. So again, we're still going to have slavery in this thing somehow. We owe it to our children to give them the most amazing, fantastical stories possible to help their imaginations grow, he said. We do not do this by whitewashing out the difficult parts of our history. We do it by embracing our rich history and empowering them with the truth. There's the white guilt right there, okay? Whitewashing out the difficult parts of our history, okay? That's what this guy is all about. He's trying to guilt companies into constantly discussing slavery again and again and over, all the struggles of black people for the past 200 years, all right? We got to constantly bring it up ad nauseum again and again and again and again. We will never shut up about slavery, ever, never, ever. Because that's why this clown has his job. Remember, what is he? What is he? A prominent diversity advocate. Him spinning this bullshit is part of his job. This is what he does. This is how he gets his paper. Okay? This is how this dude makes money. He is a cold stone race hustler. Okay? He uses race every chance he gets. He inserts it in places where it absolutely does not belong. Why? Because he gets paid off of it. Look at his credits right here. Ryder is the head of external consultancies at the Sir Lenny Henry Center for Media Diversity. He has previously worked at the BBC and chaired the Royal Television Society's Diversity Committee. All right. This guy is getting paid off of the race hustle. This is just a classic race hustler. All right. That's all he is. And look, don't get me wrong. Slavery discussions has its place. All right. We talked about that when we're looking at the African queens, okay? And how they were participants in the slave trade, but in that case, they just kind of gloss over it, right? They touch on it like super quick and then they bail, all right? All right, we did it. We talked about slavery, all right? Now let's get to how this woman king was a badass girl boss warrior who didn't need no man, all right? Let's talk about that now, all right? You know, instead of the fact that they were like straight up slavers and just knee deep into the slave trade, all right? They touch on it, they gloss over it, all right? So they can say they did it, see, we did it, and then they scoot out the door, all right? So this is the tweet he put up, okay? He said he deleted the original tweet, all right, because it was widely misunderstood. But check this part out down here. He says, for the record, I like the film. There are a lot of positive elements, one of them being the casting and normalizing of Black beauty. But that does not mean I don't think there are flaws. There aren't flaws that could have been addressed better. It is my job to think these things through. Again, this is what this guy gets paid to do. It is his job to think about what else we could have did, all right? What other race narrative can we shove into any situation, whatever it might be? It doesn't matter what it is, okay? Kids movie, whatever. Hey, what else can we look at from a race perspective? That's what this guy's paid to do. He is a race hustler du jour, man. Then he says he applauds the on-screen diversity, but as a person working in media diversity, I think it's important to look at the diversity behind the camera. So again, this guy, this is his job. His job works is media diversity, okay? That's what he does for a living, all right? So again, his whole role, his whole reason for existence is to find racism anywhere he can find it. Okay. It doesn't matter if it doesn't belong in the movie or not. It doesn't matter. This cat, again, does not understand Black women would have been hot Holy shit, they would have been mad, okay? If you stuck some slaves in the damn Little Mermaid, okay? The race swap Little Mermaid. They finally got, oh, I can see myself in this mermaid, but what's this black slave doing up here? That's how that shit would have went down, okay? That's what they would have done. And it would have been an absolute catastrophe, okay? This guy does not need to be in media diversity at all. He doesn't understand what he's talking about. At least when it comes to America, I guess this guy is English or British. He don't belong in talking about media diversity in America, okay? He don't get black people over here. Anyway, folks, what do y'all think about this situation? I think it's funny, okay? I mean, this guy absolutely is a clown. He doesn't know what he's talking about, all right? He got out there, he stuck his foot in his mouth, and then he went back and he put his foot back in his mouth. There's all kinds of people out here basically just roasting this entire thread. You can go ahead and check it out. I'll post the link in the description. But you guys let me know what you think. Go ahead, jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.